All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the NBA show. Wednesday, October 18th. Yeah, Wednesday, October 18th. All right. I think Cyro's at the beach. I think Luke should be joining us shortly. We haven't seen Nick in quite some time. Today's the 1 year anniversary of my air conditioning not working and it being 87. It's just a very minuscule note there. Anyways, we have a couple stuff on the docket here. We've got James Harden. We'll start off with James Harden. So James Harden's a no-show. I got pictures ready to go. You know, we're prepared for this today. We got some juicy stuff, so we're gonna get all the boring stuff out of the way here. James Harden, no show at practice. Apparently, as everybody is surprised here, they are just not in agreement with the trade package. So, yeah, I still think James Harden ends up getting traded here. We talked about this a little bit yesterday, like talking about, I was saying, I would like, if I was a team like the Orlando Magic, or, somebody said, who was it? Who said it? Eric, was it? Who dropped a comment about the Utah Jazz? I think the Utah Jazz are perfect, like, representation or comparison, of if you're a Western Conference team and the Los Angeles Clippers are not willing to throw in freaking 27-year-old role player Terrence Mann, like, all the love to Terrence Mann, he's a good basketball player, but they're acting like he's, like this Bruce Brown on crack, which is, it's just weird. I'm all for Bruce Brown, and I think not Bruce Brown, I'm big on both of them. I'm all for Terrence Mann, but I mean, clearly the dude's not a star. And you're the Los Angeles Clippers and you're trying to win a championship. More importantly, man, you're trying to get past the first round of the NBA playoffs. You're trying to get past the second round of the NBA playoffs. So I would go out here. I would do fucking Terrence Mann. Yeah. What does Terrence Mann do for you that James Harden can't? So that's pretty much it here. I'm just going to double check here. He's yet to attend a preseason game. He's participated in just one team practice scrimmage over the 2 weeks of training camp. But apparently Harden has been professional and engaged when he's been present with the Sixers. Despite the continuation of his trade request, Harden opted into his $35 million contract on the eve of free agency with the intent of being traded to the Clippers. A little bit weird because I never knew that was the intent. I don't really even believe that is true. Harden opted into his $35.6 million contract with the Sixers on the eve of free agency with the intent of being traded to the Los Angeles Clippers. That's just, if that's true, that's fascinating because that was many, many, many a months ago. Anyways, it's James Harden, man. We don't really give a shit. Or we care about James Harden, but it's going to happen. And until it does, it's just kind of like the whole Damian Lillard saga. Just get over it. Just get on with it. I actually, we'll talk about Bruce Brown here. We'll get some Nuggets takes out of the way. If you guys have not seen Kelvin Booth, the Denver Nuggets general manager, recently the Ringer, whatever the Ringer actually is, some type of company. There were quotes in it of Calvin Booth making comments. In it, he was talking about how guys like Michael Porter Jr. and Bones Highland were me players. He said that neither of them played enough defense, which was why he traded Bones Highland, right? Because you can only have one of them, and obviously Michael Porter Jr. is worldly better than Bones Highland at this point in his career. And then it comes out that he insinuated that former Denver wing Bruce Brown might not be the player that people think he is. And that comment came while Booth was talking up second-year wing Peyton Watson, who will fill Bruce Brown's role this season, obviously with Bruce Brown being in Indiana now. So here was his quote: "Under no circumstances would I make or approve of those comments for public consumption. That is not my character as a person or as an executive." So obviously somebody snitched here. That's neither here nor there. It's interesting for Bruce Brown because, Bruce has always been like a pretty solid role player since he's gotten into the NBA. I don't think that the Denver Nuggets necessarily desperately need him to win a championship. I think he was an extremely integral piece for why they won the championship. But obviously, Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray, et cetera, Aaron Jones, everybody played a role. Bruce Brown certainly had a role on it, but he was a bench player. The thing with Bruce and Calvin sounds pretty salty here, insinuating that like Bruce isn't the same player or isn't the player that people make him out to be. It just sounds a little petty. It sounds a little salty. I understand where he's coming from because it's a role player or it's a bench player. But, for Bruce Brown, you're a 27-year-old guy, right? You're 27 years old. I think Denver is currently the best team in the NBA because they just won the freaking championship. So until they don't, I have to give them that benefit of the doubt because they're the freaking champions right now. So you're 27 years old. I don't really fully understand why you wouldn't leave if somebody else offers you a shit ton more money, which is what happened here with him going to Indiana. You're 27 years old. You just won a championship. Like, not everybody's trying to win 3. Not everybody's trying to win 2. Bruce Brown's thinking to himself, I just won a championship. I can go here. I can get paid. I can be potentially a starting player on the Indiana Pacers. And, maybe at one point in my career, I'll go back to Denver or what have you. But he's 27 years old. He's entering and is in his physical prime of his career. Yeah, go test the waters, man. The grass isn't always greener. Indiana clearly isn't as good in any world or shape or form than the Denver Nuggets here. But Bruce Brown's 27 years old, and he has plenty of time to win a championship. So I thought that was like quite interesting that Calvin Booth said this, obviously off the record. Somebody snitched, like we just mentioned. That's, for them to deal with. Bruce Brown, I've been a huge Bruce Brown supporter since my sophomore year of college. It was like his second year. It might have even been his rookie season in Detroit, but I think it was his sophomore campaign when he was with Detroit. His final year with Detroit, put up 9 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, a steal. And I had him in fantasy. And I think that was like the one and only year I've ever won a fantasy championship. And Bruce Brown, he's a fantasy god. He was that year. So, Denver, Indiana, different teams, but that's just a little bit of drama going on in the NBA right now. So we'll go next to my rock show. I'm loving what I'm hearing from the Houston Rockets. We talked about the Kevin Porter Jr. trade yesterday. We're just going to throw him on the screen here because it's easier. Actually, you know what? I might have a tweet. But the Rockets, now that they have Victor Oladipo, they have this trade exception. They made some moves. And we have no tweet. We don't have a tweet here. But basically, some of the players these Rockets are currently interested in now that they have, Victor Oladipo and that $10-ish million, like $9.5 million contract is guys like Malcolm Brogdon, Talen Horton-Tucker, who I certainly don't mean that name disrespectfully. It just reminds me of my old roommate, Arjun. Shout out to Arjun. And he always called him Talen Horton-Tucker because he's a diehard LeBron and Lake Show fan. So, although Talen did drop 40 in his final game as a Los Angeles Laker, neither here nor there, his tenure with them wasn't the best. These are the type of low buys I would love. I think Talen's a little bit more riskier. We'll see what Luke has to say.
Yo, what's up? What's up? What are we talking about, Jackson?
We just talked Harden no-show. If you have any comment there.
It's pretty funny. That's what I'll say.
Yeah.
I think it's hilarious that he's in Houston instead of at practice. But,
the good news is apparently he's been respectful and all the good professionalism stuff when he was at practice.
When he was there, yeah. When he was there, he was fine. He didn't show up fat.
Oh, God.
Didn't do anything else.
It's going to be a shit show.
Obviously, he's not exactly – obviously, Jackson, he's kind of, not there right now. He's doing something else. He's enjoying this. He's enjoying the strip clubs in Houston.
Well, we talked about it yesterday. If I was a team like not the Utah Jazz or the Oklahoma City Thunder, but if I was a West Coast team or even an East Coast team, and I'm hearing, I'm looking on Twitter, and I'm like, the Clippers won't put in 27-year-old role player Terrence Mann. I have something that can sweeten that deal. I'll take James Harden. We're trying to get into the playoffs here. We'll leave it on the table. I don't think it's off the table. And then I talked about the Bruce Brown, Calvin Booth. Somebody snitched.
What?
Calvin.
What happened with Calvin Booth and Bruce Brown?
Calvin Booth said that Michael Porter Jr. and Bones Highland were me players, and both of them didn't play enough defense, and that's why they traded Bones Highland. And then he said he doesn't think Bruce Brown is who people think Bruce Brown is.
Okay. Look. The Bones thing is fine because, it's not fine. But Bones doesn't play for them anymore, so it's not as bad. But the fact that he fucking said that about you can't say that about your own players, bro.
Well, he got rid of Bruce's in Indiana.
I know. So, Bruce is gone, but Michael Porter Jr. is still fucking there. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah. I think the Michael Porter Jr., I think he did pay his respect to Michael Porter Jr., saying he's like the way, he's like on a completely different tier than Bones. So that's why we traded away Bones. And then the Bruce Brown combo.
I thought it was Michael Porter and Bones. He was talking about them in the same way. And they traded Bones, but they kept Mike, and Mike is still there, so that's not good.
No, he supposedly, I bet you it was off the record conversation.
Oh yeah,
because he came out and condemned, saying that's not how you would talk. Well,
yeah,
I think when you look at it, he ain't wrong. Peyton Watson's a great Bruce Brown replacement. He's just saying, he wasn't wrong with anything he's saying. It's just the reason why it's being act like it's terrible is just you don't want your exec talking about your players like that.
Way he said it, and the fact that he said he included Michael Porter Jr., who is still on the roster in that conversation. That is bad. Good look. That's a bad look.
Even off the record, I would.
Even off the record, saying that about your own employees is not a good look. If
the Denver Nuggets didn't win the championship, there'd be some Calvin Booth question marks there. But I agree. Bruce Brown's was an integral role player, but they're big on Peyton Watts for a reason. He's a lot cheaper rookie
they
contract.
They drafted him with the 30th pick or whatever.
Yeah. So and Bruce, did his role and wanted to get paid. He's 27 years old. Yeah. I was just getting into some Rockets rumors now that Depot and his $10 million, they got a $4.5 million trade exception.
They're saying that Brogdon and Malcolm Brogdon.
That's what I was.
Yeah.
That's why I was getting to that.
Cyro, just let Jackson do it.
Malcolm Brogdon, Taylor Horton-Fucker, and Alec Burks.
I saw the Taylor Horton-Fucker.
I love the theory of Taylor, but I think that was a last year move. I'd want a little bit more of a solidified.
I'm not the biggest fan of Brogdon, but he's better right now.
Yeah. Especially because they want to fill that KPJ role.
You flip with a trade exception, and you get yourself Al Burke.
Yeah, it's just the thing with Alec Burks is everywhere he goes, this team got Alec Burks, and then 10 games later he doesn't play the rest of the season.
What happened to Alec Burks? This team's supposed to get him, and he doesn't done shit.
Yeah, but maybe that's a Nick thing.
I'm expecting Alec Burks. He's stuck around the league for a reason. Just saying.
Yeah.
It's not move the needle anything. It's not even a slightly move the needle. At least Malcolm Brogdon makes them at least somewhat better. This doesn't
do it. But
who
will they trade because they have to match the salary of
I know. But that's not what's Oladipo's salary because Brogdon's almost 20.
Yeah. This is more of a Taylor. I guess Taylor and Alec.
Brogdon was 18.
Yeah, I think it was just under 20.
I think it's 18.
Yeah, it's 18.
18? Yeah.
I 18 for Brogdon. Almost 20 for Brogdon. And then you got Oladipo who's on 8.9.
Okay. That's what I was trying to figure out.
Yeah, Vic's on 9.45. I would assume you're going to get into these JRE. I could just package JRE, Reggie Bullock, and Victor Oladipo, and that should, with our cap space, we should have enough money to trade for Malcolm Brogdon with those players if they needed to. Jeff Green also makes 9.6.
Yeah, if they can't trade for Vic, he's a buy him.
Yeah, there would definitely be a pick attached.
Yeah.
Some picks attached to that, but Rockets are making moves. I don't necessarily hate it.
Okay. I was like, I didn't know how many second-round picks they gave up in the trade. I had to look that up.
Yeah, you're
The Rockets really want to make the playoffs this year.
I know. It's weird. It's like, is your young core going to take that much of a step forward for you to make the playoffs? Like, is that like that's what they're banking on here?
Or how much are they going to get rid of their young core?
If their young core doesn't, it's really just is the young core going to improve, unless they decide to get rid of a lot of them. Oh,
I don't think anybody's at stake here. I would think Şengün, unfortunately, would be the odd man out here.
Sorry, that's our fucking dryer. It does that every time it's done. It's so fucking annoying.
I didn't hear that.
Oh, you didn't hear the fucking loud like sound noise like that?
Nah, mine does the same thing. It's so freaking loud.
Yeah, it's so loud and it does it like for a little bit longer than like
Yeah.
it's ridiculous. And sometimes it'll do it before it's done too. So it'll do it twice. And it's like really fucking annoys the shit out of me.
So I guess the main interest is Alec Burks because he's on a 10.5. And
yes.
Just about matches Depot.
That's their goal.
So I'm all set. Roth, if you're watching this, I'm all set on that front. And then we have just my rant of the day coming on up here. Scotty B. Barnes.
What's your rant? What's the Jackson grinds my gears segment? We gotta do the Peter Griffin Family Guy bit with Jackson grinds my gears.
Well, somebody in the Toronto Raptors organization thinks Scotty Barnes is on the same level as Kevin Durant and Kevin Durant and Damian Lillard. And I think Toronto's completely fucked. I literally think they're completely fucked. I think Dennis Schroeder should be the starting point guard. If their starting point guard is Scotty Barnes, they're done. They will barely make the play-in. Would be my take.
Yeah, 10.
So hopefully, I think Dennis Schroeder will start because I think Gary Trent's acclimated to the 6-man role in the preseason. But
10 seed probably.
What was that?
Said 10 seed probably.
Yeah, I mean, I love OG. They got Pirtle still. They're still a good team. I just don't like as far as like legitimacy going. They either have to. Scotty Barnes either has to actually turn into like Ben Simmons if he's going to be their point guard, or Dennis Schroeder has to be their starting point guard.
Or they need to hit threes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there'll be a first round exit.
This is the year that Scotty Barnes has to become him for them to do anything.
The thing about
it's now.
The thing about the playoffs.
Start to look like him.
Start to look like him. He doesn't have to be like him. Like, but he has to be like close. Like he has to show a sign of like not being the same player.
He's got to look like Shea. He's got to look like Shea from 2 years ago.
Yeah, or like Anthony Edwards last year.
That he was gearing up and like he was.
Yeah. It's like he has to look like he's a year away from the breakout. But I don't know if we're going to get that. Who knows?
He looks as such in preseason, but it is preseason, and
you can't take shit from preseason.
I just hate the idea of Scotty Barnes as their point guard in the playoffs. Like
that kind of bothers me a little bit.
Their whole half-court offense in general is like Siakam and was Fred, and Scotty sprinkled in there. They're just going to struggle so much in the playoff scoring if Scotty Barnes is your point guard.
He averaged the exact same number of points per game as he did his rookie year last season. 15.3. That's kind of bad.
On way worse efficiency as well.
Slightly worse. Yeah, slightly worse. He was still not efficient his rookie year. So
he's not a bum. Yeah, he's still making shots because a lot of his is under the basket or by the basket. But
the 30%, he went from 30% from 3 to 28. So like he was bad and he got slightly worse, but he's still bad. Same number.
Was terrible for Scotty last year.
Same number of attempts, slightly worse from the floor.
He was the same player, but more inefficient.
He just slightly. He got to the free throw line a little bit more, so his scoring was the same. So it's like he didn't improve. He was basically the same player. I guess his assist numbers went up a little bit, so like I'll give him credit there. He slightly improved as a facilitator, but like he's still basically the same his usage rate went up, so of course his assist rate is going to go up.
Toronto's in a weird spot. They're since they tanked for Scotty Barnes in Tampa Bay, they've been a year away from being a year away. And it's like Siakam's not getting any younger.
Yeah.
Now you've got Pirtle. OG Anunoby still waiting for his leap. Pascal Siakam by the end of the season will be 30.
Who'd they pass on in that draft? They passed on Franz, Josh Giddey, Kuminga.
The big one was Suggs. I mean, everyone thought Suggs was.
Everyone thought Suggs.
Barnes. I mean, I always thought they were going to take Suggs, not Barnes. But yeah,
that's what I thought too.
They didn't miss on anybody except Wagner, and nobody.
Yeah,
knew
exactly.
Was gonna be
Wagner, because like all the other guys, like Giddey and Wagner, I'd say like are probably better, but like.
But we didn't know they were going to be that good. Giddey maybe.
No, I mean Şengün too, but we didn't know Şengün was going to be that good.
Yeah, and it's just like
Josh Giddey on the Raptors would be.
First off, would have Franz become as good as he is now with Pascal Siakam in front of him?
Probably not. Probably not.
Would have, what's his face? Who else did you say besides Wagner? Şengün, he probably would have played, but who else is there?
Josh Giddey.
It just, I would have loved that, but
Scotty Barnes is playing, so he'd probably play.
It was weird. Looking back, I love Josh Giddey as a prospect, but people were just saying he wouldn't go top 5.
Yeah, he did. Why. Oh no, he went 6. Never mind.
Yeah, but like there was he was like a guaranteed lock not to go top 5.
Yeah. Okay, then so basically they didn't really. It's not like they really miss on like at least they didn't take like Kai Jones, but
Josh Giddey on the Raptors with Siakam and OG.
I think Josh Giddey would have been better because I think he's a better player than Scotty Barnes, and obviously Şengün and Franz Wagner are better players. But Scotty Barnes could still have a chance of showing flashes of at least being close to being him. So if he doesn't do that, they're going to be the exact same position that they were this last season.
But probably a little worse.
Probably a little worse because they don't have Fred.
Yeah.
What's he fucking doing? No jab. That's disrespectful. So you're just random. Imagine we see a shark attack or him get stung by a jellyfish.
Ooh, gotta watch out for the jellyfish.
Oh yeah. Hey, dude, I can't hear you.
I can unmute him. Oh wait, I can.
Can you guys hear me? With the
Now we can.
Whatever. Scotty Barnes also has work ethic issues.
Why did you do that? What was the point of that, Cyro? I was hoping we'd see a jellyfish attack live on camera. That'd be pretty funny.
Well, Henry ruined the shot. You guys were supposed to see run back up.
We did see you run back up.
Was it cinematic?
No, because you're on your fucking phone. You're recording on your fucking phone. From your phone's front camera, no less. Oh, man. Okay.
Were you impressed, though?
No, I thought it was funny. I was just hoping that you get shark attack or something. So it would have been kind of funny.
Did you see me run off and run back?
Yes. Hurdle time. Wow. Oh my god, dude. What the fuck?
Did you get Rui in the first try?
Yes. Yes. He fucking got Rui in the first try.
I'm a Lakers fan this year.
Yeah, I know. It's fucking ridiculous.
I don't like how shelly this water is.
You don't?
It's the beach before this wasn't as shelly, and then the beach I really like has no shells.
No, don't do fucking. No, dude, Cyro. Listen. You remember that case I told you about? Brian Shaw, when he sued the Celtics, he might have made 6 threes in a game. No, Brian Shaw. Dude,
look on the screen.
No, save Marcus Banks for the 2010s. Do Brian Shaw for the 6
Well, let's try it.
No. Trust me.
It's a .02. Oh,
I know.
0.03.
Trust me, dude. Trust me. I'm pretty sure Marcus Banks is going to be the same shit.
Right.
Told you.
I want people to know that I got one of the lowest scores in the history of hoops on this show.
Shout out. Oh, and I guess Celtics Pistons.
Jerebko.
Yeah, try Jerebko. He might not be good enough though.
He might not be. People might remember him.
I do.
Amir Johnson.
No, Cyro. Maryland legend, Chris Wilcox. I'm pretty sure he played for the Pistons.
Oh, Chris Wilcox is a good one.
I know he played for the Celtics.
Oh, nice.
Nuggets 2010s. Johan
Reggie
Petro.
Jackson.
Johan Petro.
Nice, dude. Fuck.
No way he's like that. I guess there's so many options, but like I guess Antonio McDyess.
Type in Manute Bol. Oh, wait, never mind. That's 2010.
Antonio McDyess for Nuggets Pistons? That might be too popular.
For who?
Just try it. Antonio McDyess.
Type in Ronnie Terioff or Curry. Type in for played in 2010s 500 plus blocks. Terioff or Curry?
No. Cyro. Fucking oh wait, never mind. Fucking
Ed Curry.
Theo
Curry.
Ratliff. Theo Ratliff.
I say Terioff.
Theo Ratliff.
Fuck you.
Or Pistons 500 blocks would be like Nazir
Muhammad. Type in Miles
No,
Turner for 3 points. Type in Miles Turner for 3-pointers and 500 plus blocks.
Oh yeah, that would be good. That'd be
Miles
really good.
Turner. Miles Turner.
6 threes in a game. 6 threes in a game. Oh wow. Okay, we can do better. We can do better, right?
I don't know, dude. That's a very Draymond Green.
Shane Battier, he might have gotten close to 500 blocks. He played long enough.
Nice one.
No. Okay, so Nuggets made threes.
We got to do this one.
Okay, we got to do a better Antonio McDyess one.
Yeah.
Alex English.
He might be just old enough that it works. He might be just old enough. No, he never played for the Pistons. What about Adrian Dantley? Okay. Oh, wait. Hold on. Before you do anything, 6 3-pointers and Nuggets, it would be Aaron Aflalo. No, listen. But Aaron Aflalo also, I think, works for Nuggets and Pistons. I think Aaron Aflalo works for both of the ones that we need.
Do Aaron Aflalo then.
We can do better. We can do better than Aaron Aflalo for that. Save him for the other one. I think he made 6 threes in the game. He had
Did
to
Trey
have, right?
Lyles play for the Pistons?
Not sure.
Steve Blake.
I don't think so.
Carlos Arroyo. What
Steve
about
Blake? There we go.
Aaron Aflalo. He made 6 threes in the game. He had to have, right?
Nice.
Oh, yeah. There we go, ladies and gentlemen.
We got
Is that a
3
career?
purples today. Shout out Jackson for Marcus Banks, by the way.
Jack,
I just had to switch him.
I'm glad. Yeah, I'm glad.
Because
Jackson.
I was reading about the Brian Shaw case the other day. Just for funds, for shits and gigs. When he sued the fucking Celtics because they wouldn't let him, because he wanted to go play for Olympiacos, and they wouldn't let him go play.
I gotta go see if this is our best one.
This might be our best one.
Did we talk about James Harden yet?
Yeah, we already did before you shut up.
Wow.
What a
Let me
fucking
get this framed.
wow, dude, we are insane. Look at that, Steve Blake from Nuggets Pistons. I forgot he played for the Pistons.
First off, shout out to Jackson for hearing me ramble off a bunch of people.
That just
Steve
didn't work.
Blake.
Steve Blake, Aaron
I want a
Aflalo.
Steve Blake jersey.
Me and Jackson low-key carried.
Jackson.
Only got one.
That's true. I got like low-key I carried. Low-key I carried.
Well,
It was anytime there's a Celtics one, it's really easy for me. Dude, oh shit. Dude, you know who we could have done?
Who?
Wait, I don't think Chris Johnson ever played for the Pistons, but he would have worked for 2010s. But it's already over. Chris Johnson would not have been better than Marcus Banks. I doubt that. So, did you already save the score?
Yeah, I already tweeted it.
Okay,
Guys,
bet.
the one nice thing about this
okay, so he was like, wow, he was like slightly. Did he play for the Pistons? Did he? No, if Chris Johnson ever played for the Pistons. Or Greg Steemsma. I don't think he ever played for the Pistons either. But Greg Steemsma did play in the 2000s. I know that. Greg, not Craig. Okay, so let me see who Chris. I got to see who he played for.
Wait, real
I don't
quick, who
remember.
did you guys talk about breakout players?
I mean,
Did we talk about breakup players?
even
No, we
do
did not.
Western Conference.
Chris Johnson did not play for the Pistons. Damn.
Did you guys do
Greg's-
the Western Conference predictions?
No.
I feel like we should wait till maybe you're not at the beach to be in
Yeah.
there.
That's like a tomorrow or Friday thing.
I'm also thinking Luke doesn't like waking up, but like I really like the morning show.
I have to wake up for 8 a.m. class, bro. What do you mean? I have 8 a.m. class.
All right, so what if we do it? Could you come on at 7?
Come on at 7 before. Yeah, I mean, like I'd have to leave at like 7:40, but yeah,
I don't know. You want to do an 8 a.m. show, Jackson?
I can't.
Tomorrow
if we
or
did,
forever?
if we wanted to do it, we had realistically. I mean, like 7:30, like or 7:30 your time, so 6:30 my time would be better. That way, I can do a full hour and then leave.
6:30 a.m.
My time, 7:30 your time. If we're doing a morning show, I would rather not do a morning show because I can just get up and go to class. But I am perfectly okay with doing a morning show because I have to get up anytime.
I'm offering Jackson. What do you? Jackson always said he loved the morning shows.
Are you just trying to
this
get?
is at
Are
the
you just
worst-
trying to get a better score with different guys?
Yeah. This is like the worst time, I feel like, because we're going on with our days and Cyril will decide to go to the beach and it's like I also want to go to the beach when it's 2
I'd
o'clock.
love to go to the beach, but I'm in fucking Kansas.
What if Luke wants to go
Jackson,
sledding?
you say you never go to the beach. You say you never go to the beach, so it's a fucking lie.
I like going to the pool. We got this damn show every day, 2 to 3 on the perfect time for Rays. My tan
Yeah,
is
that's why.
dissipated.
Why do you think he's there right now instead of actually?
Yeah, right.
Henry trying to tan?
Every time I've canceled the show, it's just because I wanted to get a better tan.
Is Henry trying to tan?
Henry is succeeding at tanning.
Henry's trying to tan. I don't know if he can though.
All right, so are we thinking about doing this in the morning? What do you think, Jackson?
I don't care. I'd rather not, but we can. It's up to you, man.
Or night show. I don't even know. Night's just so problematic.
I don't want to do a night show.
Yeah, night's very problematic because I have class at 8 a.m. the next day. So if we're gonna do it, we can do it in the afternoon, same time, or we could do it at like 7:30 your time, 6:30 my time.
I say let me put a poll out on the community thing, and then
Well, people aren't watching the show either way. I don't know if anybody in the community is gonna.
no, they actually
Yeah.
do respond to the polls.
All right, man. Well, we'll see. Well, just let me know.
We'll see the 5 people and 2 of them are me. We'll see.
That's true. Okay, I'm thinking maybe morning.
All right. Well, it's up. Like at the end of the day, it's up to you guys. I'm fine with whatever. I would just rather not have to get up as early, but I can't.
I can't.
Like I have to be up anyway, so it doesn't matter. So
I just felt like we were way more on our grind in the morning.
with the morning show, it would at least be like good because we could have like an early recap of like the games from the night before and stuff, especially because when we're on our season grind soon, which is next
Nobody
week.
all my
watches
classes are
Undisputed anymore.
Yeah, nobody gives a shit about that stuff, and that's all because that's also at like 9, so it's like a terrible time for people to watch it. But like 6:30, like when like us kids used to watch Sports Center before school, like it's not a bad time. I wouldn't mind. Like I would at the end of the day.
I'm down for it. I'm down for it because then as soon as the show ends, I can edit it because all my classes start at 3 p.m.
That works. That works. That way we can just end it and I can go to class right after. So it works out for me.
Yeah, it's probably for the best.
If you decide to do it at 8 your time, I will probably have to leave the show early every day. So that's why I suggested 7:30 your time. Just because
No,
means like
that's fine. I wake up
I can
early enough for that.
yeah, I can stay for a full hour. I mean, I wake up normally at 6:30. Some day like today I didn't, but like today I woke up at 7:30. But like usually I'll wake up at like 6:30ish. So
Oh, here we go.
What? We're doing the Jackson solo run. Oh my god, that was
That one took
insane.
so long to find.
All right, man. I'll see you boys tomorrow.
All right, thanks, Jax, for hosting this. And
Yes, sir.
I got it from now on mornings.
Yeah.
Cheers.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
Big.
It's kind of addicting. You can't see what I'm doing on my screen, but I'm cheating it, but it's also really frustrating. It's like, all right, let me just get this Denver one. Oh my goodness. Let's do 2015. Oh, come on, dude. It's bull. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Bang. All right. 6+ 3-pointers in a regular season game. Mike Miller. Oh, too high. Jameer Nelson. Randy Foye. Oh. All right, we got to go deeper. Let's go 2010. Ty Lawson? No. Too high. There's 4 people watching this right now. What's good? We're cheating our ass off. Who had that many threes for that team in one season? Al Harrington? No, he's not a shooter like that. Whoa! He is. All right, I could be here all day. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow. Cheers.